big boy. Hi, big boy. Oh my gosh. All those ticks.
Yeah.
Hi, girl. Is this your boy?
Ticks.
Ticks all over him.
Huge.
Look at that.
And then his big old... I'm not sure. Is that what she said?
We're gonna meet up with her, and
I just have to make room. I actually have room on Monday.
uh-huh.
So if we can find somebody to keep her until...
Where do you live?
I live in Kingwood.
Okay. What I can do is I can take her to my house.
Okay.
I live in Willis.
Okay.
And then
What's so large? Look at that tail! Look at that tail! Oh my goodness, and there's Ella with her tail wagging.
Come on, buddy. Come here. Come here.
play bad.